Hey everyone, Pupsker here. So Warframe has just released the Ghoulsaw for pretty much farmability for every player in the game now. I also was going to talk about how they added the Unreal Tournament Weapon Bundle to Warframe as well as a purchasable, because if you didn't know, the Unreal Tournament Weapon Bundle was a free thing that you could have gotten if you just very simply downloaded the Epic Game Store and downloaded Warframe and everything on the Epic Game Store. But for now, let's quickly go over how you can farm up your Ghoulsaw, because it's really not that hard. But that brings up another issue that I wanted to go over. Because now that the Ghoulsaw is such an easy thing to farm, it begs the question, why in God's name does Digital Extremes keep releasing items in a limited time event that takes hours to farm, when they just fucking don't care and then release it into the game in a joke of a way, you know? If you didn't know, the Ghoulsaw is now just straight up in the Bash Lab for some reason. Even though there is a better place for the Ghoulsaw, it is in the Bash Lab. Yeah, fun. So, as you can see, the research that we haven't started it, probably because no one fucking cares, because it's the Ghoulsaw. So this was released in Plaguestar, right? The Ghoulsaw took multiple hours to actually farm up. And then they just straight up, after the limited time event, 2 weeks later, release it into the Bash Lab, the Clan Dojo's very own vent kit area, for some reason. So this brings me to the point. Why the fuck does Warframe keep making things hard as hell to farm for a limited time and then just releasing it as a gimme right afterwards? Just stop adding these items to the fucking events if they're just gonna be gimmies afterwards, right? At this point, you're just pissing people off. Every player that I've ever seen is like, why the fuck is this a thing? They keep releasing like 2, 3, 4 hour farms for one item that's, you know, just master rank fodder, right? And then after the event, they just release it into the game as like a buy gimme item. Like, I don't know. I think it's going to be pissing off a lot of players the way that Digital Extremes Warframe is handling the shit release of all of these fucking items, right? Especially the Ghoulsaw, since it was one of those items that was hyped up for years and talked about for so long, because DG is really good about that, right? They're really good about talking and hyping things up without actually doing good things about them. So that's probably why I'm a little pissed off about this. Like, why in God's name do you have an item that takes hours upon hours and upon hours to farm for master rank, mainly, you know, most things in the game are for master rank, and then just release it into your Clan Dojo's Bash Lab because you've come to the realization that the Bash Lab was such a shit implementation because you literally just put Ureli into it, so now you're just gonna fucking butt fuck it with whatever random items you can find now in game? I don't know. So my point is, again, I already made a video talking about this somewhat. The Bash Lab's fucking stupid. Bash Lab fucking worthless. Every item in here shouldn't even fucking be in here. Tenno Lab with these three, and then what is it, like the Energy Lab, the Grenier Lab, whichever one that's called. Just throw those ones in for the Bash Lab, for the Ghoulsaw. Like, why in God's name does the Bash Lab exist? I'm gonna make my weekly rants about this. But that brings me on to my second point. Oh no, this isn't just a Ghoulsaw rant video, no. This is the Warframe Unreal Tournament Weapon Bundle. Previously, we got the skins and weapons for free if we just simply downloaded the game on the Epic Game Store and claimed it. But now you can purchase it for $22. That's not too surprising. It's a little expensive, but whatever. And you get 250 platinum, you get a Stalta shock rifle skin, Ogress rocket launcher skin, Dragoon flat cannon skin, you get the weapon and weapon slot, weapon and weapon slot, weapon and weapon slot, essential critical chance mod bundle, and 7-day affinity booster, all for $21. So I think Warframe's doing this weird thing where they keep releasing things. They release them limited time, right? You know, oh, get it now or you won't be able to get it again, like, you know, the Unreal Tournament Bundle. And then they just release it later, you know, for whatever reason. The Unreal Tournament Bundle, I think we all knew this was going to be released eventually for money. It's just kind of goofy that it took this long. I don't think I even bothered downloading the Epic Game Store version of Warframe just because I personally don't care about those skins, but hey, they're available now for, instead of like free before. You obviously get more in-game goodies too, right? Like that resource booster and whatnot, but Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the fact that DE keeps doing these limited time releases, limited time farms, right? For the just in-game stuff. Ghoulsaw, Urelli, whatnot. Either way, point of the video is I'm just sad and annoyed that Warframe keeps doing the thing where they have a limited time release, you know, for the Epic Game Store, weapon bundles for the Ghoulsaw event, and then they just release it into the game afterwards for either money, because now we can just straight up buy the Unreal Tournament weapon bundle, right? Or for a gimme farm, right? Like the Bash Lab shouldn't exist. Bash Lab, awful. Like it just doesn't have a purpose. Why is the Ghoulsaw in there? I just don't understand. Why was it in an event farm that took people hours when now people can just farm it for seconds, right? Like, I don't know. I'm just annoyed, man. I'm gonna go probably just chill and just be annoyed about this while we play Warframe. I'll see you all for Knights of Nabarus tomorrow. Remember to pick up your wing cosmetics and farm up mother tokens if you just want to pick it all up on day one. So thank you for watching. I just wanted to rant and yell about the Bash Lab, Clan Dojo, Urelli bullshit one more time. And this time bring in the fact that the Ghoulsaw is actually farmable and Digital Extreme seems to not fucking care that people spend hours farming stuff all the time. So yeah, I'm just a little annoyed. And I wanted to yell at my microphone, so thank you all for joining me on that. I appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Peace.